What's up, guys? Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, what is your favorite dragon type Pokemon? Now for me, I think it's completely obvious if you watch a lot of my videos, a lot of my battles, and my last Emerald Let's Play. I think it's just completely obvious. But my favorite dragon type Pokemon is the one, the only, the beastly Flygon. I just love that thing to death. It's my favorite Pokemon ever, my favorite dragon type. And yeah, so leave your answers in the comments below, and let's get started with the battle. What's up, guys? Rampage here again, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Here we got a really great battle against some guy who goes by the name of Blaid that I found off of the Smoke on Wi-Fi Battle Finder. This was an NU match. It was a pretty good game, kind of hacksy. The hacks leaned towards my opponent, so kind of sorry for him about that, but hacks is hacks, can't do much about that. Anyway, let's look at the teams. I'm not too threatened about this team. The things I'm worried about the most coming into this game are the Metang, and that's pretty much it. I forget why I was worried about that Metang too, but I think that's the thing I was worried about most. I see that he has like 3 NFEs, so that might be a little bit easier for me, because usually carrying so many NFEs is probably a disadvantage. Well, that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, let's just get started with this battle before I start talking about that. So anyway, like I was saying, I think that carrying like more NFEs is kind of a disadvantage one, because they're NFE for a reason. Well, no, that's not what I want to say. They're NFE, so they're not that strong sometimes, most of the time. So I kind of see that as a disadvantage, but whatever. Anyway, he's going to bring out his throw. I'm going to bring out my Rapidash. Now he's just going to switch out fearing the Flare Blitz, I guess, or maybe a Zen Headbutt if Rapidash gets it. I don't know. I don't really know why he switched out, maybe fearing the bounce. I'm not sure. I don't think Rapidash gets Zen Headbutt, so I don't know. I'm going to also switch out. I'm going to go out into my Machoke, because I know Flare Blitz won't be doing much to throw, and I just want to get some damage off on... No, I want to get a confusion off on his throw. So I'm going to go out in the Machoke, hit something with a Dynamic Punch, which happens to be a Swalot. Now I'm going to go back out into my Rapidash, because I know that Flare Blitz might be able to hit that Swalot pretty hard. He's actually going to go out into his Duskull, and the Trick Room finally wears off, so I'm faster and I can just hit him with a Flare Blitz. Does a nice chunk, but he will be able to live because he's most likely Eviolite. Duskull still does have a little bit of bulk, but not that much at all. And now he's going to set up the Trick Room and then go for the Memento, which will kill him but lower my attacks by 2, I believe. So that kind of sucks, because he's going to bring out his Marowak now, and this thing was a freaking problem. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to go out into my Torterra, and he's actually going to go for the Swords Dance. See, I went out into Torterra hoping that my Torterra was possibly slower than this thing, but I'm not, and he's going to hit me with a Fire Punch, and I know that this thing is going to have like the Bone Club or whatever that raises Marowak's attack, so that's going to also increase his attack power, and that's going to help him take me out. So that sucks. I'm going to bring out my Mesprit knowing that he's not going to go for an Earthquake, so I'm just going to go out in the Miltank now, hoping he goes for the Fire Punch, which he does, because I do have Thick Fat. This is my defensive wall, and I should be able to take that quite easily. But that still does, what a chunk, that still does a nice chunk to me, and I do get the burn, which is unfortunate, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, I'm just going to leave Miltank in as Death Ball. I just want to get damage off on this thing so that I know a Psychic from a Mesprit will be able to take this thing out easily. I'm getting stuck on words. So he will take me out with the Earthquake. Of course, he is at +2, and he most likely has the Bone Club. Now I'm going to go out in the Mesprit, just go for the Psychic. Should be enough to take it out, seeing as though Marowak doesn't have good special defense. I'm like, his defense is pretty good, but not his special defense. So that's going to bring out Electabuzz. I don't want to take a hit from this thing, so I'm going to switch out into my my Probopass just to see what he is, see if, just to scout, see if he's Life Orbed or not. I'm going to be able to take that Thunderbolt, and that actually does a chunk. That does a nice chunk to me, so I'm kind of thinking Specs maybe, because it is an Electabuzz. It's not the most potent special attacker, so I kind of just thought Specs, because I kind of did a lot. I didn't expect it to do that much. But anyway, he's going to bring out his Metang now, and also since he switched out his Electabuzz, I was kind of thinking that he was Specs. But anyway, he's going to bring out his Metang. I go for the Thunder Wave on the switch out, and now I'm going to just hit him with an Earth Power. He's going to set up his Rocks, seeing as though he hasn't done that before, and I do have a Rapidash, so Rocks can still be very beneficial to him. I'm going to switch out now, and I'm going to go out into my Machoke now, because Machoke should be able to take a hit from this thing, and I don't want to take an Earthquake with my Probopass in. So I'm just going to go for the Dynamic Punch, get the Confusion, so I have Parafusion working for me. So that's also cool. So yeah, so he is going to get paralyzed right here, and that is part of that hacks I was talking about. My opponent actually did get a lot of hacks, but it plays more of an effect later on in the game, even though I just got a crit on him, which that crit mattered because he would have been able to live another dynamic punch, but whatever, it doesn't matter too much to me because he gets a crit right here with his swallow, gets some HP back, but it's all good. I'm going to go for the dynamic punch just to confuse this thing, so I'm not worried about that. So now that his swallow's confused, I'm going to switch out to my Rapidash, hoping he hits himself in confusion so my Rapidash doesn't really get any damage. And he's actually just going to go for the Sludge Bomb on the switch out, and I kind of played my Rapidash poorly. I feel as though whenever I'm using this Rapidash, I always play it poorly. I never get to use this thing good. Like, I don't know why. I just never get to use my Rapidash good. Maybe it's the set. I don't know. Survivability is not really that good, even though I do have Morning Sun, which I just went for. But I just feel as though this Rapidash isn't that good. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz, just see how much it does. It doesn't do as much as I want it to. He's at less than half though, so I guess that's something to be happy for. He's actually going to go for the Encore, predicting my Morning Sun, which I don't really care too much for. I'm going to bring out my Mesprit now, hoping I can take this thing out with a Psychic, seeing as though he doesn't have his Metang anymore to resist that. He's actually going to fodder out his Electabuzz. Now I kind of saw this as a weird play because I thought he might want to keep his Electabuzz because I thought it was the most important thing on his team, basically because his last attacker, his last sweeper I guess, so I thought that was the thing he wanted to keep the most, but it's not. Because now he's going to fodder out his Electabuzz just to bring out his throw. I'm going to go for the Calm Mind right here, thinking that a Psychic probably won't be able to take this thing out because it does have a massive load of special defense. But he's actually going to go for the Circle Throw, gets a crit. Crit doesn't really matter though, and I'm going to switch out into my Probopass, which I'm not too worried about. I know I can live a Circle Throw because it's a weak move and it's a throw, which doesn't have that good of attack. So I'm just going to go for the Toxic on this thing. Just because if he does have rest, I just want to force him into resting. Just because then I can use Mesprit and hit him with some Psychics while he's asleep maybe. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Earth Power just in case he does hit a Circle Throw. And I switch out. I can go out in the Mesprit hopefully. Or maybe he Circle Throws me out in the Mesprit hopefully and I can just hit him with a Psychic. That was my thought process there. But he's actually going to miss a Circle Throw again, which is actually not beneficial for me at all. Because had he Circle Threw me out and I actually went out into like Mesprit or even Machoke, I could have got the Dynamic Punch or the Psychic off on him. So him missing the Circle Throws was actually, you know, pretty hurtful for me, I guess. So because now he's going to set up a Bulk Up, which I'm not liking at all, and he's actually going to reveal that he has rest. So I'm thinking that his last move is either Sleep Talk or Payback. If he's Payback, it's kind of threatening for my Mesprit, and if it's Sleep Talk, I'm not too worried about it because I can still use Mesprit to try and take this thing out with a couple of Psychics. So I'm just going to hit this thing with Earth Power, kind of hoping for a special defense drop now so that next time I bring Mesprit in, I know that a Psychic would be able to take it out. I think Earth Power can get special defense drops. I'm not too sure. I think it does though. So anyway, I'm just going to switch out the Mesprit now, hoping that he doesn't wake up. I actually saw that he didn't have the Sleep Talk right there. But right here, he will reveal that he has Sleep Talk, so that was pretty smart on his part. His first turn of sleep, he didn't reveal Sleep Talk, just so I will switch out the Mesprit, thinking that he doesn't have it, but then he reveals it on the second turn, which is, I guess, a smart move on his part. So I'm just going to go for the Psychic now on his throw, hopefully take out this thing, but I don't take him out, which sucks, because he's going to go for the Circle Throw as he wakes up, but he misses, and that's probably the most crucial hacks on him, probably, because had he hit, I definitely would have died, I think, because the accumulative Stealth Rocks and then the damage from Circle Throw would have definitely taken me out. But that's not the case. I'm going to take him out with another Psychic. He's going to bring out his Swalot, and I'm going to take that out with a Psychic, and that's going to be the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, even though I stuttered like 4,862 times. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel as though this was one of my best narrations. I don't know why. I'm kind of out of it today. Allergies, all that fun stuff, and yeah. So anyway, if you enjoyed, please push that like button. Also leave a comment. I do enjoy those, and I will see you guys in the near future. Peace out.